Let's get down to business.
That is how we are starting every episode from now. If you don't hear that yet, the episode hasn't started. I'm Kae Kurd.
I'm Marcus Bronzy. What's happening, man?
This ain't got a clue. Marcus, have you ever got to that feeling where you're like, oh my God, I feel ill. I feel depressed.
Yeah.
I feel sad. And then you eat and you're like, oh, I was just hungry.
Yeah. You're like, fucking, why is everything so tough in the world right now? I feel like everyone's against me. You know, it's not that bad, you know. You know, I'm actually in a good mood.
Yeah,
what has raised your... what is it you're eating on right now at the start of the show?
This is an acai bowl.
An acai bowl.
So it has got acai berries and like peanut butter, pineapple, granola, oats, bananas. Peanut
butter, pineapple. Wow. Okay.
Do you know what, bro?
It looks like cookies and chocolate from afar, you know.
No. You could have some if you like.
I'm absolutely fine. Thank you.
It matches your jumper.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. It doesn't. Does it?
Yeah, it's the same.
Have you got blue? Actually, it does. You know. If you're watching a YouTube video. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. But yeah. So you've come from the. I've been there before, where I've been because you've been exercising a lot lately.
I've been doing an hour cardio every day.
Hour cardio. That's a lot of exercise, right? And well, for a child, it's not, I guess, because, you know, we used to have lunchtime and break time where we had unlimited stamina and could play football for 15 hours at the park. That was wild. How long did you play football for? 7 hours.
Bro,
do you know what I mean?
Do you ever get to a stage in exercising where your joints, like you wake up in the morning, you're like, what are my joints?
That's just...
like when you stand up on your own 2 feet, you're like,
ooh. That's...
and the thing is you can feel the pain or like slight discomfort in every single joint in your body.
Yeah, like I gotta be honest with you, Kae, that becomes part of life. You just get used to it.
This one's a ball and socket.
Yeah.
You start knowing the name of the joints.
Yeah, this one's a hinge, so you know this one has to, you know, yeah. But you know, you are pounding the pavement as well. Like you got the good running shoes on then when you're running, because if you're hitting an hour of cardio, you need to make sure.
But no, I've been doing it on the I did an hour on a stepper.
Mm-hmm.
That is hard, by the way.
Really?
You see when you see like all the girly girls on Instagram doing the stepper, and you're like, oh, that can't be that, brother. You whack that stepper on a decent level and start doing it. Whoo!
Climbing infinite stairs. Ooh. How long have you been doing it for as well at a time?
No, I did that one for 45 minutes, but then most of the exercise I've been doing is like either on a bike, the stepper, or incline walk. Slap it up to level 11, incline 11, and then go walking. I
could do an incline walk because I feel like I'd put something on to watch while I'm doing it. Cycle,
that's
I
what
could
I've
do
been
that.
doing, innit?
But the stepper is just, it sounds like almost like a purgatory of sorts. Sounds like a hell of sorts, just to climb an infinite staircase.
But let me tell you, it's got me watching a lot of stuff. So I watched that Kevin Hart film, Lift.
Where they meant to do the nicking.
Yeah.
I started that.
It's basically like, you know, when it's like Kevin Hart wanted to be in Fast and Furious. That's what it feels like to me. Like, oh, you ain't gonna put me in there? I'll make my own.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well,
You know what? I love Kevin. He's funny, but when he does the serious roles, it takes a while for you to realize that he's not gonna bust like a Kevin Hart comedy joke. Like,
well, that's the issue. Like when I watch that whole thing, I'm like, that'd be funny, bro.
Yeah. That's mad. Because he's done serious stuff as well, hasn't he? He's done like serious.
When?
He did some serious. There was a serious one where he did the one where he was trying to be a comedian. He was like a comedian, but it was like it wasn't ha funny. It was like the life around it.
That might have been a documentary, bro.
No. It's for real. It's for real. Like he's trying to.
That might have been him trying to. I think he's out.
He's really trying to flex. That'd be funny. He's really trying to flex his muscles as an actor, I think, and he's trying it. But I think the plague is, because everyone sees him as a funny little guy, like, what? Help me! Like when he tries to do something serious, it's flipping hard.
So this is the thing. This is why I respect comedians that can do serious acting so much, because a comedian, you're meant to be your original true self, whereas an actor, you're pretending to be different people. So when people know you as the comedian, you being yourself, it's very hard to change roles. That's why there's very few that do it. Well, not very few.
Why'd you have to be your true self when you're a comedian? Can't you do like a little bit of a character and stuff?
We can do character, but I feel like the best comedians dig deep. Ooh, I went. Okay, it's true though. Like who you really like is like you like the inner workings of their mind and stuff. Really.
Yeah, I guess so. I ain't really overthought it, you know. Like I said, I'm appreciating my ignorance of comedy. I just like watching what I like watching. And to go back to Kevin Hart, I'm ready for a joke whenever he's on the screen. I've like spent the first 20 minutes of the film going, come on then.
Yeah,
This is all a big setup for a fucking hilarious. Like something's gonna happen. Like
And
Custard's
nothing's
gonna drop
happened
it.
throughout
He's
the
gonna get
whole film.
gunged or something, or he's gonna fall in the mud in his face and be like, hey, well. But no, none of that
nothing happened
Nothing
in
like
that film.
happened at all whatsoever.
I watched that and I was just a bit like, okay.
Because I know there's so much content out there, I've started to put a 20-minute timer on my phone, sometimes a 50-minute timer. When that timer goes off, I just pause the film and I go to myself,
Is this
are we going to continue this?
Well,
No.
it's like a book,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you know when people are like, oh, you should finish every book you read.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody gaslight you into finishing books, bro.
100%. I'll tell you what I do though, and this is real honesty. If I try a book and I don't like it, sometimes I'll start again. And it's hooked me in a couple of times. A couple of books that are really good books that I've read, yeah. And I've done the first few chapters and I've gone, you know what? This isn't really for me. And a couple of my very good friends have gone, do you know what, Marcus? Try it again. And I've tried it again. And I've managed to get my head around it and enjoy it.
But
with
I
Netflix,
think
have
in this
zero
day
time.
and age, when people are like, oh yeah, read a book, I'm like, why? Listen, I mean, that's stupid for me to say that. But there is the same information you can get from certain books now, you can get online.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, you can, what do you mean? Like if you're reading non-fiction?
Yeah. When people, and the one thing I hate about a lot of non-fiction is like the first few paragraphs is basically just the author piping himself off or herself off. It's just like, and when I was, this is a skill that I learned in. Give me the juice.
You're talking about a lot of self-help books, aren't
Yeah,
you?
just
Like,
get to the fucking tips, bro.
Yeah. You're talking
This
about like self-help
This could have
self-help
been
ones.
done in a TikTok, man, and you're out here. Whoever gave you the money for this, man?
It's like when you YouTube a tutorial and they spend the first 20 minutes trying to tell you about everything.
Hey
You're like,
there.
get to the tutorial.
Yeah.
Get to the tutorial and you might get a like and subscribe.
Hey there, guys!
man.
Welcome back to plumbingessentials.com with me, Aaron. Now, if you are a fan of the book, fuck off.
Don't forget to download the free audio book about how to plumbing 101.
And then it'll go. By the way, if you are a fan of the video, we are sponsored by, and it's just giving you a sponsor. It's just fucking get to the
By Washer & Co., the best washers in the business. Right, another thing I'm doing, Kae, now in 2024, I am, when there is a big zeitgeisty film out, I'm reserving judgment, but I'm letting everyone talk to me about it. And one film that everyone's been talking about over the last few weeks, and I think we can do spoilers now because it's been out for long enough, is this Saltburn film. Now, I've not watched it.
It wasn't as bad as people said to you.
So you've seen it then, yeah?
I watched it.
Okay.
And I said it was some fucking media studies film.
In what way, like?
I just feel like they're going to study that in a media studies class and go, oh, let's see the dynamics between the rich and the poor and blah, blah, blah. What does this character signify and what does that character... It's just a bit like, whatever.
I've heard a few of like some of the more shocking scenes in it that like are meant to like pull people in and be like shock factor ones to talk about.
You know when people are like, oh my God, this film is mad.
Yeah.
I never thought that about any of it.
Really?
Nah. There's one bit, like, if you don't want to listen to any spoilers, this is your time to skip.
Yeah.
But there's one bit where he's performing oral on a woman who is on the time of the month.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, whatever.
But is it done to be like, this is meant to shock? This is meant to be shared like
I don't
this
even
is meant
know
to tweet?
really,
Or do you think
but
that
like,
did it add to the story?
Because the girl's like, oh my God, like, but I'm bleeding kind of thing. And
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I'm a vampire. And it was
Is that, oh, so he fully committed.
Yeah,
so he didn't like gingerly like
he was
tap away. He was
going
like,
for it.
I am a vampire. Wow.
yeah, he was going for it. I was like, that's a hard bar though, to be fair. If you're
How would you say back to that?
to be fair, I'd probably say something like that.
Would you?
if I'd done that and I was there doing it and I was like, boy, I gotta find a way to say this.
If you're gonna do something
Not that I
wild,
would do that, but I'm just saying.
if you're gonna do something wild though, I do say that like
Commit.
you've got to go in and commit 110%.
I
Like
say
you've got to
this-
commit to a tackle. You know that,
100%.
yeah.
There's a Kurdish saying where it says,
I am a vampire.
No,
Sorry.
no. Getting on is one regret, getting
Yeah.
off is two regrets.
Yes.
So you gotta, if you're gonna commit to something, do it, brother.
Do
You gotta fucking put your effort into it.
And you know what? Like Kay and I have decided we're gonna ask our listeners to go out there and try stuff and let us know. So please crack on. Let us know how #VampireLife goes for you. Don't send us pictures, but we will take.
Have
We
you
will
never
take.
had a cut right on your
Yeah.
hand or something,
Yeah.
and you've never sucked it?
That is absolutely something that I have done. There's also absolutely nothing or anywhere near what we are discussing.
No, but
that
like-
is a reach of all reaches.
You never had a paper cut. Had a paper cut and go.
Do you know that's? Do you know what you sound like? You sound like that friend that's trying to slowly like lead you into coming into agreement. All right, stay with me, right? Let me land here. You've cut yourself, and there's you got no plasters around you. What do you do if you've cut your finger? Put it in your mouth and suck it in it. Yeah. Okay. So if you do that, yeah, just imagine. And then 10 minutes later, they try and land. They go, so you do it right? And I'll be like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Like, look, I know it's your own.
Well, you've bitten your own tongue before by accident when you're eating food, right? But so would you do that, innit? Yeah. No, I don't think you're gonna lead me down that path. And I'm not judging anyone. Listen, you do it. You live that hashtag vampire life if you want to live that life. But that's not for me. Thank you very much. Was him
trying to like lick the bathwater. There was once
I've heard about this, but please share this with us.
So this guy's his brethren, his friend, is having a bit of like self-love in the bathtub.
Is that wank?
Yeah. Having a bit of self-love in the bathtub, and then like as the water's like draining, he's gone back into it and he's trying to lick like the, what do you call it, the
plug hole.
There you go. He's trying to lick and suck the plug hole,
which has got
basically drinking his bathwater.
That is a freaky thing that you see written in like comments on the internet. I drink your bathwater. So he actually drinks the bathwater, which has not only got all of this guy's normal fluids. Well, it's not like it's not a normal fluid. There is no unnormal body
basically
fluid.
his dirt and his
arse juice, piss juice, sweat juice, and cum juice.
Yeah. But that wasn't the worst bit.
Did it do these things add to the story? Because if it doesn't, this is why I feel like you said it's media studies. Media studies has got social commentary and shock factor. But shock factor for no reason, and then social commentary somewhere like, the red of the what he was licking, symbolizes the violence that's going to come forward. Like
I'm not a media studies teacher, but this is why it would be in media studies.
I studied media, so I totally get it. Yeah. If you pause on this frame here, you can see that 2/3 of the screen is red, and that symbolizes the forthcoming violence that is going to happen. And if you look back, and there's a foreboding of sorts.
That was a very good explanation of it without having seen it.
Really?
No.
Listen, but I got a good degree, bro. I could do this all day long.
But the one scene, apparently it was improv. I don't know how true that is, but there's a bit where his friend has died, the one that he sucked up his juices and that.
Yeah.
But he starts undressing himself on the grave as they've just buried him, and starts penetrating the soil.
So many questions here. Where is everyone else?
Oh, everyone else is gone.
Everyone else is gone.
They never let him like at a burial.
And he has sex with the floor.
Yeah.
This is a horny ass. Bro. He's young, isn't it? Right, he's young. He's a horny.
Like uni student.
Yeah, so he's probably his horniest. Oh god, I didn't say no more. Horniest of his life. I've just been to Oxford, and he penetrates the floor.
Yeah, man. Starts hammering the floor, bro. Like.
No protection at all whatsoever.
Nah, but what, you're gonna fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, listen, hypothetically,
he's bareback in the mud,
bareback in Mother Nature. That is
bareback in the mud, bro.
That is all I'm thinking is the disease stuff that can get in there.
It is very nasty, right?
He really took the dirt track.
I mean, literally.
What about like a stray pebble or something like that? All sorts could happen, bro.
There might be a worm.
A worm?
Do you remember when worms existed? I haven't seen a worm in years.
I see like when I'm doing some walks in nature, sometimes I see like half a worm that's been like butchered by a flipping
Bro, I haven't seen a worm in ages.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, worms
Nature's
used to be
dying,
everywhere,
bro. Worms used to be everywhere. Butterflies, bumblebees. I'm not seeing them as much. At all.
Not in this cold. This
cold we're seeing absolutely nothing.
I didn't see jack. But anyway, so that he's penetrating the thing. But in that, you
floor life. Go on.
You subsequently realize.
Yeah.
Later on in a film where he'd like orchestrated all of this, like the death and all of that.
He'd orchestrated the death.
Yeah.
So he offed everyone.
Basically.
What?
And then he ended up with a house.
Now that's interesting.
A big fuck off house. He ended up with this big fuck off house, and then like the end scene is him like dancing around naked the whole house.
Now that I can get down with. If I've just killed a whole family or whatever, and I've got a fat yard, the first thing I'm doing, is I'm dancing. That's first. Maybe the first or second, but one of the first things I'm doing is dancing around naked. One of the second things, I'm finding the best toilet. I'm sitting down and I'm claiming that. I'm marking my territory with the biggest one ever. I'm dropping a load in there.
When it's your house, you're like, it is what it is. Isn't
That's
it?
one of the first things. Like, I tell everyone when they buy their first property, one of the first things you do is you're going to use that toilet. You mark your territory. You make
Buy
that
your
your own.
first property.
You get me? But could
I
he have
wouldn't
done
want a
all
house
of
that
that
big,
stuff? Could he have done all of that stuff? I do want to talk about that. Could he do all of that stuff without fucking the floor, eating somebody who's menstruating, and drinking the bathwater?
I mean, probably.
So they definitely just added those scenes.
They
in
just
for
added
shock
those in to
factor.
show how much of a weirdo he is.
Yeah, but is it a semi-decent film though, or is it like did it?
Like you watch, I think because everyone was like, "Oh my dude, it's just mad."
Yeah.
I was expecting like craziness, yeah. So, but when I saw that sort of stuff, I was like, "Yeah."
Nah, fair enough.
I was like, I don't know, maybe I just expect like when people say mad,
Yeah.
maybe I'm giving away some part of my sort of brain in it right now.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, when people were like, "Oh my days, it's mad," like because the way people were saying is, "Oh yeah, we put it on at Christmas," and then like the parents were like, "Oh, you've ruined Christmas," and
Whoa.
blah la 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 la. And I was thinking, it ain't that deep.
I don't think I'd want to put that on in a family environment to watch.
No.
But really, that's on you because when you're on Netflix, look at the rating. Because that is not rated like 12, is it? Like that's going to be a 15, 18, whatever, that kind of stuff. But then
also-
again, you used to watch the wildest films when you was young anyway, because just like whatever. Like your parents were like, it's not real. But now I feel like these things look so hyper realistic.
But I think when we were younger, there weren't as much sex scenes in films.
It used to be kissy, kissy, kissy. A bit of like saxophone, wah, na, 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 a leg or maybe a pumping bottom you might see, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's it. They wake up the next day and have coffee
I
or
feel like
breakfast
now
or something.
sex scenes are like the sex scenes have evolved, bro. On TV, it used to just be like they'd kiss and it would fade to black.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh, okay, they have sex. Well, apart from like Scarface
yeah,
or
fair
like
enough, yeah.
Godfather, but
Yeah,
like most of the time it was just violence, and the violence I was cool with.
the violence was like comedic though. When you look at like what's like a really like a Total Recall, like the first time with Arnie, very violent film, yeah, wild, but it was almost like a cartoon kind of violence.
Yeah.
But now,
Well, when like the protagonist can just punch up everyone.
yeah, they get stronger and stronger as they lose more and more blood. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Where they get shot and it's like, it's all right. I can
Yeah.
still. Like my dad used to watch that stuff, right? With us. This is bullshit kind of thing. It's like, Dad, it's a film. I know, but it's bullshit. If you got,
You can't walk through bullets like that. Yeah,
if you
yeah.
got, my dad's like, do you know what it's like being shot? Like this is like you wouldn't be able to do any of that. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like it's Arnold, isn't it?
I never want to find out as well.
It's Arnold.
So, you are not shocked by things. Have you watched a film that has shocked you? Like, for example, for me, another film that I refuse to watch because I know the premise of it is Human Centipede.
I've never heard of it.
I'm not. You never heard of it?
Never heard of it, but just with the name,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I watch it.
Let me tell you why I haven't watched it. Because here's the basic description
Is it
of it.
just like guys fucking each other like in a line?
It's not even. No, it's a weird ass doctor kidnaps people a la Saw, like Saw, that kind of energy from the Saw films, and sews them together, ass to face.
See,
And feeds. I presume he feeds them like he don't feed them like he feeds them Mexican food probably like or like laxatives or something like that, and then that's it.
Do you know what, bro? Like, not everything needs to be filmed.
Yeah. Do you know what? Do you know what else as well, Kay? There's a sequel as well. They went again. They went again with it. Yeah. But I thought
don't
I was going to tell you, and you was going to be like, "Yeah, it was on," but yeah, whatever, man.
No, but like, I don't
Whatever.
like even this Salt. I watched it because everybody else watched it. Otherwise, I wouldn't just
Yeah.
like go, oh yeah, this is because it took a while for me to get into it.
Yeah.
It took about 3 settings, like three separate times for me to press play on it before I actually got in, but like into it because I've watched it. Oh god, whatever, this is boring.
So you went and started again. There you go.
I never get
into
it.
it.
Yeah, like I just
But you wouldn't want a house that fat though.
no. Oh,
How
sorry.
big is the
Can I
house?
can I tell you what it sort of reminded me of? Skins.
Oh yeah.
That kind of vibe. But yeah, a house that big, like you know, a lot of these aristocrats have all these old buildings that are like that they've inherited.
Oh yeah. So you're talking like grade 1 listed, got a
Those
lawn.
ones, yeah.
With like
That's
you need a
what
gardener
it's
that
like.
works it. You need staff that want their jobs are just the gardener
But
all year round.
that's what the house is like in this. And I was thinking about this. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever want that because a lot of these aristocrats, you know, like they're having trouble maintaining a lot of these buildings and stuff. Like they're posh,
Yeah.
but they don't have like the cash to.
Don't have the dough anymore, so you got to open up half your house as like a national trust
like
thing for people to
apparently,
come and have a
like
look
if
at.
you look at a lot of these buildings now, half of the buildings are like windows are broken or whatever because they can't pay for the upkeep, so they only live in like a quarter of the yard or something.
Yeah, man. Must be so hard for them to live in 1/4 of that fuck off fat yard, you know? Mad. But I know, yeah, a lot of people are renting them out and not renting them out, but they're like
Turn it
working
into
with
a
the National
HMO.
Trust. HMO, can you imagine?
Turn it into a HMO. Just
Fucking class.
like everybody gets one room, kitchen.
Do you want to come back to mine? Yeah. All right. It's a bit of a journey. You fucking drive through some gates. You know, you're right, Jeffrey. Past the garden, drive like a quarter of a mile down the road. That'd be a wicked HMO, man. The parties, the
I would
summer
live there.
parties. Yeah.
Like that, as if it's like everybody gets a yard and you've all got a like bathroom.
Would you all share the same like service staff as well? Would you want your own personal butler?
I would never. I don't think the idea of a butler I find so weird.
The idea of a butler that serves you is a bit weird, right? But the only, you know, the kind of like comradeship that Alfred
but that's
Alfred
what I was
have.
gonna say. You're like a fucking comic book nerd. So
What?
you be like, no, I want Alfred.
Yeah. Why would you not want what you would want someone other than Alfred is bruv. Alfred down, bruv. Alfred is down.
In
Come on.
Batman, by the way.
Yeah. Alfred in Batman, the waiter is way more than just a butler. He's more than a butler. He is. Come on. He is like your
Godfather.
Batman. Yeah. Come on. He handles business. You'd want someone like that. But you have an actual like proper friendship with.
But you know what that is?
What?
Fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that doesn't exist.
So it's so Saltburn, bruv. So's living in a HMO mansion house.
I just think the idea of someone waiting on you hand and foot, I'm very awkward with it.
Yeah.
Like you ever had someone go like when a car picks you up and they like give me like a suitcase. I always find that mad weird.
Really?
I'm like, no, let me put it in.
You also enjoy some like luxury bits in life as well. So I find that interesting that you don't like that. You like a nice restaurant. You maybe like treat yourself once and there, here and there. That comes with a level of service.
I'm not employing a waiter.
You're not employing them directly.
Directly.
Okay.
Do you see where I'm coming from?
So because there's like a layer of
me hand and foot.
okay. So because there's like a layer of protection between you and the restaurant. That's okay. All right. I hear what you're saying.
Do you see what you're not there for me. You treat everybody like this.
Okay. All right.
Whereas like when you get a butler, it's like that's for you, and you're like, I don't know. I find that mad. Like that another human's purpose is to serve you. It's crazy to me.
But that's kind of what they're doing at the restaurant as well. Like for me, I know
No,
it's two different
bro.
things. It's the same. They are serving you. You could go and you get in the kitchen if you needed to. You go home and make your own food.
Fucking Destiny's Child cater to you. Like I wanna cater to you.
That'd be a nice restaurant called Cater to You. But yeah, and I get
Good
it.
company.
Huh?
That's a good company name. Actually.
Cater to You.
Yeah,
Cater for you.
Cater to you.
Yeah, man. Catering company. But
We
should,
we should set up a business like that.
Yeah, let's do it, man. But another one of our ideas that just never happens. But like I would say that when you have good wait staff and whatever like that, when you go at a restaurant like that, you don't feel like they're serving you. You feel like it's a bit of a thing where it's like between both of you, like where you're going like, you know, they might recommend food for you or recommend drinks for you and you're like, very good, sir, whatever like that, that kind of stuff. But I don't like the kind of whole
restaurant this week.
I don't like the kind of thing where you just kind of like run the staff. That's not my kind of thing. But yeah, go on. You went to a posh restaurant.
I went to a posh restaurant this week and you're just paying for that ambience, man.
You're paying for what? Ambience.
You're just paying for that.
What
ambience.
kind of posh was it, Kae? Because there's different flavors of posh nowadays.
No, it was really. There was oysters.
Okay.
There was oysters.
There's oysters. Yeah, but like what? Like when I say what kind of posh, was it like silver service posh? Was it like our food super fancy dancy? Is it like kids today? Like I'm calling you a kid. Kids today like Nobu's posh. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of like what is
Nobu
posh? It's the price is up there, but I don't feel like it's posh. It's up there with them.
Sorry, bruv. You're sorry. We're not.
We're talking about waiters and stuff
We're
like that,
not
like
worthy,
silver
bro.
service. No, not like that at all. No, I just mean like when you say posh, like what kind of posh? Like is it like posh where the food's fancy and expensive? So oysters.
Food's fancy and expensive.
Yeah. How are the oysters? How did you find
Very
that?
nice. It was the first time it was the third time I'd had oysters in my life, and these were the best ones.
Nice. How many did you order? Was it half a dozen? A dozen?
6.
6. Yeah. Okay.
Half a dozen.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're an oyster connoisseur, aren't you?
Absolutely not.
Apparently they're aphrodisiac. I don't understand why.
I think, and this isn't me trying to be out there with some hot take. I've eaten oysters. I will eat oysters in the future,
you get
but
horny
sometimes absolutely not.
Did you want to fuck the ground?
I did not want to fuck the floor, and I didn't want to drink bath water or consume some reds. But like oysters, right? There's a saying: "Is it Braveth was the first man who tried an oyster?" I look at oysters sometimes, and I'm like, this could be a scam because visually they look wild. you're eating a raw thing that's cracked open.
Most things are a scam.
No preparation at all whatsoever. Like, obviously they are grown, but you just pop them open and that's it. You have them as they are. And to be fair, sometimes I think I like the sauces and garnish that you put on the oyster after you shuck it and chuck it in your mouth anyway. Do you know what I mean? I prefer that. The actual oyster flavour. You're not meant to like, do you chew them? You're not meant to be like,
no, you're meant
to just knock them back. Yeah, like, did you share them with whoever you're eating with, or did you wax the whole 6?
No, I didn't.
So 3's okay. Yeah.
I'm not having 6 oysters, bro. What do I look like to you? What do I look like to you?
Sorry.
But anyway, right. It just made me realise I wouldn't want to own a house that big, but I do want to. I reckon the perfect size house is 3 to 4 bedrooms.
3 to 4. And what would you put in each of your bedrooms?
Kids.
So you've got a bedroom.
I got a bedroom with a wifey.
All right. Bedroom number 2.
Child.
3.
Child.
4.
Depends if I have that many kids.
Wow.
That could be a study slash walk-in wardrobe.
All right. Study / walk-in wardrobe. All right. Cool. Noted. I think I always want to have my own little bit of space. I feel like everybody needs their own little bit of space. What, this?
The studio.
This is just for the podcast, bro. That's all this is for. But I'd always want like a little bit of space. What do they call it? Like a man cave. I feel like I appreciate my alone time, bro. Whatever I do.
I was watching your friend build a basement.
Mm-hmm.
And they turned it into a cinema room. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That, like, first of all, I didn't know you could build basements in this country. Just raggo.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I was like, oh my God, like, I'm poor, innit? Like, because I was looking at how much all of that cost, and I was like, fuck it. You know, when you just start adding it up, like, he never said the cost, and I was looking at the video, and I was like, yeah, this is expensive, bro.
When you have a room just for cinema, right, you've run out of all the other normal rooms. You've got a study, yeah? You've got a walk-in wardrobe. You've got enough space. You've got,
simple.
Well, I've got a bit of extra space. What do I do? I know, a room just to watch TV in sometimes. Like, that is.
Do you know what I find
nice.
though? Like, you see, if you have all those rooms in your house,
mm-hmm.
I don't think that's necessarily healthy. You know,
why?
If I've got a cinema room in my house,
mm-hmm.
I'm never gonna like. Say your children, they're never gonna like going to the cinema
for a day out. You mean like? Because your cinema's probably gonna have better seats.
Yeah,
better popcorn.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're sort of getting rid of any reason to go outside. I don't think it's healthy.
You gotta, when you have that kind of setup, I think it's probably on you to make sure that you install a good level of like outsideness for your kids. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to just grow up as like, you know, today we're gonna be in the like cinema room and tomorrow.
A swimming pool, I think, is just such a mad waste of money.
It's not cheap, bruv. It's not cheap.
Fucking
heating a pool in this country where we've had -5 temperatures and like gale force wind. Yeah,
bro,
that's expensive.
It's just like the idea of the upkeep of it is just like, it's just hot. Bro,
upkeep in a hot tub is wild enough. Yeah,
really?
A pool, yeah, man. There's a lot more water goes into a pool than you think. Like, you can't like fill up a swimming pool in 2 hours.
No, but I was thinking a hot tub.
A hot tub, yeah, that as well. Yeah, literally a hot tub. Yeah, you got to make sure the pH is right in that water. You know, you got to make sure if people are jumping into your hot tub with loads of sun cream on during the summer, there's going to be scummy top. You got to make sure that's cleaned off. You got to make sure you change the water out at the right time.
You're sounding like a man that's had one of these.
What? Nah, man. I just know about upkeep of hot tubs, bruv. Come on, man. It's knowledge. Practice for future. Practice for future.
You know, every so often I realise I don't know Marcus at all. And this is one of those days.
Between that and a dozen oysters, isn't it? You're like, what?
Like Marcus comes in and I was like, yeah, me, I'm a humble guy, you know, I don't know anything about this. And he's like, what? You've never had oysters and a hot tub? Right, you're poor.
Oysters in a hot tub? Wow. Well, you never sampled oysters in a hot tub, bruv. A dozen oysters in a hot tub. But yeah,
with your
man.
little cocktail making kit.
I love a cocktail, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you're do you know what? I forget, because you're a little older than me. Not too much, but like, you're a little older than me. Like, but you've experienced life, bro. You've experienced life.
Listen, let me tell you one thing.
I'm still in the gutter, yeah? You have seen the high life, bro.
We've both experienced life. I think we've just experienced different things, man. We've all got a lot to learn. Yeah, no one's clocked or completed
that is
life.
A rich man talking. Yo, my brother, we've all experienced life.
I got a lot to learn. I'm sure there's a lot of restaurants you can take me to that I've never been to. I'm willing to come. I'm sure there's a lot I can learn out there. I reckon the older I get, the more I realise I absolutely know Cool, mate. You get me. But I am coming across more and more like people I know, like in my generation, that are like talking like they flipping understand it all, and I'm like, really? Have you clocked it all? Because I don't think I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I'm gonna be like, I know enough to just stop learning. I've realized I'm always going to be wanting to learn and challenge myself, bro. I think it's just in my nature.
Well, that's why you're wise and you'll succeed in life.
Hopefully we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll let you know in 20, 30 years how it went down for me. You get me? I'll be like, yeah, okay, it worked out. Or really, I should have just stopped learning and fucking got my head down, mate. But yeah, man, like I've meeting more and more people that seem to have had it all worked out, and I'm realizing now I don't care as much, like. And I really suggest you take this on. It's a really great way to be like, people always like want to know like a hot take, like, yo, what do you think of this? I'm like, boy, I don't really care, you know. Like, yo, what do you think of? Yeah, if that's what they want to think, that's what they want to think, you know.
I don't care about gossip at all.
Oh, I'm done, man. Yeah.
The older I get, and people are like, have you seen what my man's done, or have you seen what this has happened? Or,
yeah,
don't care.
Look, I get it. Like, it's exciting for some people if you're into gossip. See, even with this, I'm like, if you're into gossip, go and do your gossiping. I don't really. I'm just like, look, let them think what they think and do what they do. Wow, that's interesting.
The only gossip I like is transfer gossip.
Yes, that's good gossip, innit? That's, do you know why?
Football transfer
that's
gossip.
Tasty gossip, innit? Yeah.
What, they're signing him for how much?
Yeah. Agents have been seen where? In discussions. So the paperwork's been drawn up, but they haven't signed yet.
They're monitoring who?
Yeah.
Wait. No, I know him.
Where have they flown to? Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. Have you been watching AFCON?
Little bits here and there.
Obviously,
after Nigeria held a spanking last time we spoke about it, I was a little bit hurt. So
they beat Ivory Coast, though, didn't they?
That's a nice victory.
I feel like, do you know what I found funny? Someone was like, AFCON is the true cup of haters, right? Like, you don't support who you like, you support the team playing the one you hate.
Yeah.
They're like, it's the true cup of haters.
Yeah.
Like,
you want a spanking to be happening.
Yeah, someone was like, they were in a bar and it was Egypt versus Ghana, and a Tunisian guy was like, "Oh, I hate Egypt."
Come on, Ghana.
Yeah, come on, Ghana. And then a Nigerian guy was cheering every time Egypt scored because he hated Ghana. So it was just such a funny experience. Where like, I hate Egypt, I hate Ghana.
I love that sound. I love that. Have there been many other upsets and stuff like that in it? Because
I saw Cameroon hold 3-1.
Jeez.
Cameroon lost 3-1, and Andre Onana was just letting in goals. And then basically, yeah, it's just funny. Like, nobody gives a damn. Like, you have like a defender taking free kicks. It's that kind of.
I love that kind
of tournament, which I love.
I feel like there's always a few more overhead kicks than any other tournament as well. I feel like there's just wild shots out there.
If you haven't, just go and watch it. We said it last time as well, but yeah, go and watch it because it's just fun. I find it funny how. I think I mentioned it last time as well, how there was one game where the feed just went out.
Just off.
Yeah.
Just watching it just locked
the
off.
International feed for the game just went out.
Oh, that's not good. Come on, sort your shit out. That's unacceptable.
You're like watching halfway through the second half. We're just having technical difficulties, and you're like,
because someone's unplugged the feed to, like, I don't know, plug in their Hoover or kettle or something like that. Someone's like, yeah, whoopsie.
International feed went out, bruv.
Oh, sorry about that.
Which I found hilarious.
That is fantastic, man. That is fantastic. But yeah, I will be watching more AFCON. Do you know what? I like that kind of trivial gossip, you know? Like that shows like Traitors as well.
Have you started watching Traitors?
I've started to get into it. Kae,
I just want to say,
I'm series 1 now, so I'm going to catch up.
Oh my gosh. No, you need to start series 2 already.
I'll catch up. I will catch up. What can you tell me, or will it spoil it for me? What can you tell me about?
There is one of the Traitors in series 2.
Yeah.
This guy, young, 22. He's the youngest one there.
Yeah.
Coldest.
Ooh,
the best.
I love it.
Do you know what I love about Traitors? They've taken a game you'd play at games night, and just extrapolated it, and just gone crazy with it, and it is fucking incredible. Claudia Winkleman is the best host for it as well. But
strong hair as well, Claudia. I just want to say, big up your hair top.
What it does is, though, you notice how nobody is as smart as they think they are.
Really?
Yeah, man. Everyone's like, oh yeah, no, I think you're a traitor because and they don't know anything.
This is exactly what we're talking about, okay? This is people that we just spoke about presuming that they know it all. You got to go into a game like that and you've got to be like, in your head, for me, I'm like, everyone's the enemy, right?
Yeah.
and it's gonna be a roll of the dice if I get it right or wrong. But I'm gonna use my intuition as son of a bitch.
Do you want to know anything about the series 2?
Do you know what? Spoil a little bit for me. It's cool because I'm going for it anyway.
So basically,
yeah.
The only traitors that they found are when the traitors have turned on each other.
Whoa! So they've like, imploded.
Yeah, so they've been like, I think you're a traitor. Like one of the traitors is going at the other one going, I think you're a traitor at the banishment. And they're like, what the like, and like you can see their face going, what the fuck
are you doing, bruv?
Yeah. But I
love that.
It's insane. So like these lot are going, bro, we're sick. We just took out 2 traitors in a row. It's like, no, the traitors took out 2 traitors. You lot are still stupid as fuck.
I love that. I love that.
There was one guy called Anthony, and he was like, you know when this black guy, chess coach, whatever, like, and he was getting so angry because he was saying one of the people was a traitor. They were a traitor.
Yeah.
But like everybody thought he was a traitor, and he was just getting vexed. It will be 8-1. There'll be 8. You're gonna take out 8 faithfuls, and I'm another one. And then he kept on getting vexed. He's like, all right. Everyone's voting his name. He's like, and then he goes, I am a faithful. And then like,
oh man, all right, I'm up for it. I like it.
It's the best show on television.
I feel like I enjoy it as well, and I feel like it's not.
No, it's the best show on television.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, I like it too. But I'm saying it's like for me.
No, it's the best show on television.
I hear what you're saying. I'm not gonna shit on it. I'm not gonna shit on it at all. But I just like. And tell me, is this just me sounding soft? I like the fact that it's high stakes, it's high energy, but there's no real consequence behind it. Do you know what I mean? It's not like Bad Mind. I don't know. I feel like I watch it and I feel like you can hate someone in the moment, but afterwards you'd be like, yeah, good fucking game. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but it's literally like that.
I like that.
But they're this young kid, Harry, fucking sick. There's one you in there called Jazz. He's been like, do you know when you're like, if you just had better people skills, you'd be able to like rally everybody around.
Yeah.
Because his suspicions have been right every time, but nobody listens to him.
Nobody listens. See, it's fascinating. And the thing is, we all like to think that we know who it is, but we have the outside view. Do you get me? And I think it always feels like it's easier. And the one thing I'd hate being on that show is like seeing a key bit of information or something happening, and I miss it.
I couldn't be
really
on that show.
Why?
Like, obviously I would do it.
Yeah.
But I think, because they're with each other like 24 hours, well, not 24 hours, but most of the day.
Yeah.
And to keep that act up.
Yeah. Energy, innit?
Yeah, it takes so much out of you. And plus, like, imagine, like, I knew one girl was going to, like, when she's like, traitors, and she looked, and then it was like, oh, she literally turned to Claudia as she was saying traitors, and it was like, yeah, you're not going to last.
Yeah.
But like, it's hard, innit? Because you're like, fucking hell, I've got to like think about this, and you've got to like act like, oh no, I think so and so is a traitor because of this, that, the other, and like throw people off the scent. There's way too much thinking involved.
And you worry about, you don't want to be too strong pushing in one direction. You don't want to be too like
you start
ambiguous,
overthinking,
and you start overthinking stuff like that. Like
you're like, am I doing all right?
I've played games like that before, like simple games before, like computer games like that before. It's all about like, basically it's all about tricking everyone, in it. Like,
do you think you can be a traitor?
I've played a couple games. I've managed to get away with it, and I've been pretty good at it. Like, there's a game out. Some people might know it, Among Us or not, but basically same sort of thing. You got to kind of like be a traitor of sorts and mash things up. Basically, I'd like to try it, and everyone likes to think they do well. I'd like to think I'd be smooth and slick, but you just never know. You just never know. I'd be up for it though. I'd have a go, and I'd flip and enjoy it. But if I'm going in, if I'm going into a game like that, I want to be clinical.
I think
I don't have to take that. Why is that?
Because I think like no one would ever suspect you. Be like, oh, Marcus is a nice guy.
But because of that.
But inside you'll be like, I will have you 6 feet under.
Oh man,
I will burn you 6 feet under.
Yeah, I'll see you on the other side. I think you could do well in each role. You're quite personable. You're a funny guy. People like a bit of that. If you crack two jokes, he's funny.
I'd love to just be like, yo, blood, you know I'm a traitor.
Yeah. You'd probably, whether you're a traitor or not, you'd be like, yeah, man, us traitors need to stick together. Fucking with you. Yo. Or you'd be like, yo, traitor. Okay, yeah. Just seeing if any of you are turning around.
I don't know how I would act until you're in that situation, though, innit? But I just think the amount of energy required to lie like that.
Yeah, man. I think we watch shows like that, and that's what they make them so watchable. Shows like that, shows like Hunted, they have that aspect where we're all like, if I was going to play, I'll do this. I wouldn't have done that. I'll do this. I'll do that.
I think what Traitors is showing us as well is people just want to see normal people on TV again. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, I want to see an insurance broker from Wales.
Yes.
That kind of thing. I want
to see a civil servant from Swansea. That's what I want to see. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, man. No, I like shows like that. Bring on more shows like that. I also watched the Hunger Games. Not the Hunger Games. Squid Games. I watched the real life version of that. Have you seen that?
I didn't see that.
Funny enough, it's got someone that's from my gym. There's a guy in my gym that I've seen over the last few months, and heard people talking about Squid Games. Funny enough, when he's around, and I've thought nothing of it because he's on it, and I was like, flipping hell, he was on Squid Games. Good. It's flipping good because it's people from all over the world.
Apparently, the winner never got paid.
I don't know about that.
I saw articles about it. They were saying the winner didn't get paid.
That's
yet.
the ultimate scam. That's fantastic. That'd make a great Netflix documentary.
Netflix.
That'd be great. That'd be great if that was the ultimate scam. Like, but yeah, like because it's got people from all over the world, you just see them like. You see different cultures trying to clash and trick each other and make their own little groups and stuff. So like, obviously there was massive friction between Americans and British that they kind of like, you saw little parts of. There's like this jock guy in it, right? Well, he's not, well, it's around the word jock. This guy who's like good looking, sporting prowess, quite good physical shape, quite assertive, wants to create teams like, yo, if you want to win, be with me. This is how we do. Like, he's that kind of guy. And there's like some guy from like Blackburn or something like that, Midlands, something like that, was like, no, he was like Northern. Blackburn was like, yeah, you're a bit, whatever, you jock, like that. And the guy comes up to him and goes, listen, man, I ain't saying I'm gonna bust your ass, yeah, all right, because there's cameras around here, but call me a jock one more time, and you know, we'll see what happens. And the guy goes, all right, you jock. And the American dude must be like ready. He must be thought like, yeah, I've told him. He like half turns around when he hears it, and the guy goes, all right, you jock. He turns back and goes, what? Like, it's like there's two different ways of like comedy and communication. You just see them clash. And I was like, to the guy who's from up north, I was like, you're fucked. You know what? You represented the UK well on that one. Don't tell someone to not say something in the UK.
Like,
we'll
they
say
take everything so seriously.
Yeah.
Whereas we're more like, whatever, man. Like,
yeah, man. I loved it. I'm gonna say that again. Say that again. I'm gonna chew. I ain't saying I'm gonna chew your ass out right now, but you just watch what happens. All right, you jock.
I have no interest in watching Squid Games. I'll be honest.
Why not? Same kind of thing as Traitors, bruv. It's fuck the games. It's all about the social interactions and stuff, and they throw random stuff in. I know,
but Traitors,
so a phone will ring.
in Traitors.
Oh, it's fantastic. Traitors is great.
There's one bit where this guy breaks the fourth wall in this one.
Yes.
Sublime, that one where he just winks at the camera while they're in a car, because basically his mum was on the program, but he never told anybody his mum was there as well.
Oh, sick.
So everyone's like, oh, Diane's gone. Oh, she was like my mum. She was like, and he's like, she was my mum. Like that. I was like, oh,
hey! Yeah, it's a good show.
I want to, I don't know. I don't think they'd ever do a version where people with a following could do it.
I would like to see that. It could be. Could it be? It could be done.
I think something like Traitors, don't do a celeb version.
No.
The moment you start doing celeb versions of things, it's when it starts to die.
Nah, they're great, man. Come on, Celebrity Hunted's great, man. I love watching that. That's good because you get to see people really like getting out there and getting busy.
I'm never doing Celebrity Hunted, bro.
Why not?
They asked me once, and I was like, no.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
I'd love to do that, man. I'd love to do that.
Good on you, bro.
Yeah, man. It's jokes. You get to go out. You get to see if you can best. You get to see if you can best, like, you again. We all like to think if it really popped off. If we were in like a what was the film? Enemy of the State film. We'd all like to think we could do better. Yeah, go on.
I wouldn't be able to do better.
No. Okay,
the moment they're like, you got to sleep rough in this, I'm done.
Have you not seen the ones where people are like, they have a couple of little hard falls at the start, but then they start living the life of luxury, bruv? You've not seen that? Bro,
I couldn't do it.
Outside the box,
if you
man.
could do Hunted, let me know. Like, how would you do it? But I like the moment they start going, I'd be so shit on that program because the moment police, you got me. The moment I'd miss out on a good night's sleep. I'd be like, you got me.
I'm up for it, man. I'm up for it.
Because if it's not actual life and death and this is just pretend, I don't feel that strongly enough about.
Yeah, of course. But I am activating the part of me that played tag, had it, whatever you want to call it. You're playing a massive game of it across the UK.
I understand
Love that.
But shout out to you in it because
man, that's a fun game, man. I'd love to do that.
Boom.
I'd love to do that.
Okay,
that's
cool.
Wicked.
Right, today we're doing Hunted.
Yeah.
Where's the first place we're going to hide?
Right, so I'm gonna have to give you my backup plan because I have an actual plan, bro. I have an actual plan.
This guy's.
I have an actual plan, right? But I can give you a beta plan. A beta plan would be, first things first, to like add a little bit of confusion, muddy the water immediately, is we promote a gig. You're doing, me and you, we promote a stand-up gig that you're doing.
Wait, why am I in this?
Because you're my team partner.
Oh my God.
Fucking up, bruv. What, you don't do by yourself. You're rolling with me.
I know, but like, so this is scary. Like, I was just wanting to be a viewer. Now I'm in this.
So now the first thing we do is, right, I've got a gig in, let's just say Aberdeen. Yeah, that I've got to get to. We're going to Aberdeen to do my gig. So for starters, they think that we're somewhere between here and Scotland. Fuck with them. Yeah, we're going in a different direction to that. Yeah, that's what we're doing for starters, right? Then, because we only get a little bit of cash, then we collate our cash, put it together, and we think, right, where do we get to that's away from where everyone else is, right? I'm trying to say this without spoiling it, because my idea is so flipping sick, yeah, that if this happens, bro, we're doing it, yeah?
I can imagine you've sat down with a whiteboard at home and like playing with your beard and stuff and going, yeah, this one's better.
Kay, I've made the prerequisite calls. I haven't, but in my head, I have got the board up with the little red bits of string and stuff like that. Put it like, this is where we go. This is phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. This is where we'll have a down day and relax.
Can you get me a container? I need to be in a container. I need to be in a shipping container.
Same, bro.
Where can you get me? By the way, did you see that? Stop doing things for TikTok or Instagram. Like, stop recording yourself for those things.
What kind of things?
All right. This guy was recording himself like, oh yeah, this is where me and my woman live. We live in a storage container, storage unit. Sorry. They live in a storage unit, and he's advertising it on TikTok.
Okay. So what's he advertising? That they live there? What's the
him and his girl, like, this is how we live. It's like I live in a storage unit, la 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 la, because we can't afford rent. So I hired a storage unit, and now we sleep here, blah la 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 la. I was like, brother, you know that's illegal, innit? Like,
so that's what he's promoting it, as in, watch my page for content on how to live in a shipping container.
Basically, something like that. And then anyway, he got kicked out of it because the TikTok went viral.
Yeah.
So they found him.
What kind of state was it in? What was the container like? Because you start off with,
bro, it was a big
metal can, which is hot or cold. Bro, I don't see it having anything in between.
It was a big storage unit. It was like bigger than this room.
Yeah. Did he put a couch in it or anything?
Yeah, they put a couch in it. His missus was like asleep on the couch while he was just like recording it. He's like, oh yeah, if we want to eat food, I go outside, I heat up this. He had like a portable cooker.
Yeah.
I was just like, you fucking idiot, bro. You've got a good thing going on.
Yeah.
Do not ruin it.
Keep that smooth, bruv. Do you know what it's like when you find out a little trick in life or something, and you kind of got to hold on to it just for a little while, because you know once you share that with everyone else, they're going to ruin it.
Not everything is content. Let me tell you right now. Not everything is content. If you have a good thing going on, keep it to yourself.
When we were in sixth form, right, at school, there was a hack for
this in the 80s?
Yeah, there was a hack for the...
Joking.
That was all right for you. I mean, I think, Kay, as a comedian, I think you can do better.
No. It was a low blow, but it was funny.
I mean, I've had better from you, bruv. You can do better, bruv. It's all right, though. You've had a good run so far. So we found out a hack for a chocolate machine where we could get an extra chocolate. We found out a hack for it. And I was like, look, guys, yeah. Step 1, don't rinse it. If a chocolate goes missing here and there,
I feel like you've been
cool.
sensible from day dot, you know.
It's not that. This ain't sensible. This is being real. Yeah, because I'm like, if a couple chocolates go missing a day, or one chocolate goes missing a day, yeah, it could be a machine discrepancy. Don't tell anyone, bruv. Within 48 hours, that chocolate machine was empty. Everyone's in the common room looking like guilty as fuck. Yeah. All of a sudden, chocolate machine now rewired. We can't do the hack that we used to do to the hack. Man.
What was the hack?
Do you know what the real hack was? Just unplug it from the wall and plug it in again. And it gave you credit. So they like blocked it off and like hardwired it into some corner of the room. It's a wicked scam. Like, I don't know how we found it. Did I find it? Someone else like, yeah, you just unplug it, plug it in real quick, and you get like £2 credit. But I'd always be like, don't rinse the £2, just take a chocolate.
I don't know why you told anybody. You should have just done that yourself.
Oh, it's done, man. Years ago. It's done now.
I know it was years ago, but like, I'm like, fucking hell, Marcus.
Yeah.
You could have had a Snickers for yourself.
Yeah, I know. I stole a chocolate. I think I only did it once.
That is theft though, so let's not admit that on the podcast.
I mean, if I go down for a 50p chocolate, that is wild, bruv. You know what I mean? But at least I kept it real to the death.
50p back then.
What are you in for?
Right.
Yeah, I'm in for a Snickers, bruv. A boost extra. I'm in for a boost, bruv. I was boosting a boost.
Was that the days when Yorkie had "Not for Girls" written on it?
Yeah, actually, probably. Yeah. Not for women.
That's so mad.
What a weird ad campaign. What a funky one. Yeah, man. That and the tango slaps. Do you remember that? The tango, you being tangoed, where like someone would drink a tango and the original advert was time would slow, like someone would drink a tango in real time and be like, oh, that's refreshing. And then they play it back in slow-mo and an orange guy would run out and slap the shit out of someone.
Oh, I remember that.
And they had to cancel
advert,
it because kids were running up to each other at school, like waiting for someone to sip a tango and just slapping them up.
Remember we used to have like happy slaps?
That was the start of not everybody needs a camera in their hand. Yeah. Happy slaps, you just used to slap people up. And so for those of you that don't know,
just for the camera.
So you'd slap someone on camera, but what was great were the counter happy slaps, because kids like to think they're subtle, but there's a couple of happy slap videos where a kid would come up to like a guy and try and happy slap him. The guy would they wouldn't know that this guy was probably like an MMA artist. He'd like Matrix Neo.
There'll be some Polish dude.
Duck the slap.
They fuck with some Polish dude.
He'd duck the slap and return a slap quicker than the first person's hand had like finished its motion. And he'd be like, you want a happy slap? You want a happy slap? And the camera would suddenly cut off and I'd be like, yeah, man, justice has been served there.
It was such a bizarre moment. It's like, I realize, I'm getting more conservative when it comes to Law and Order by the day.
So is that more racist or?
No, small C conservative, not big C conservative. You do know the difference, right?
Is that like big R racist and small R racist?
No,
I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying don't come over here.
So conservative views, as in like traditionally conservative, small C, as opposed to big C conservative, which is the Conservative Party.
Okay, so conserving how things were conservative.
Essentially, I believe like murder or rape, death penalty. Get out of it.
Heinous crimes.
Finished.
Heinous crimes. I think this, right? Have I said this to you before, Tommy? Because we're living for longer, I don't know if life is life enough. 25, is that enough?
No.
Because think about it, if the retirement age is going up, shouldn't life go up as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
30 years?
Life should mean life.
Or 35?
Life should mean life.
Like life, like real life. Yeah.
I get you. I get when people say, "Oh, rehabilitate," blah blah blah. There are. I think just.
I get that, but if I'm gonna live for longer, should I not have a sentence that, like, if I'm gonna live, like, if the average life expectancy is 50 years, then putting me in prison for 50 years is my whole life, right? If I'm gonna live for 120 years, 50 years is a lot less.
My point is, what's the point in life? Just kill someone.
I mean, that is cheaper, but also okay.
Because I'm like
in the circumstances where someone may actually be innocent and not have done what they've done, you could be in a position where you've killed somebody unnecessarily.
Oh,
if there is undeniable evidence.
Yes. The undeniable evidence part. Bye.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get down with full death. I mean, lock them away and throw away the key, man. I think we got enough money in society to afford that.
We don't.
Do it right. Yeah,
we don't,
man.
We don't. Kill them.
Well, kill them. But yeah, heinous crimes though, man. Horrible crimes.
I'm not like going full Pretty Patel, but I do think like it's just a strain on resources, isn't it?
When you start a sentence how you just started it, that's risky. Just that. You're not going full Pretty Patel.
I think like, come on, man. We need a deterrent of some sort.
Look, I can't agree more with you that certain crimes are absolutely fucking disgusting. And I think this is how I know I'm older. I can't even get down with silly jokes about certain shit. And honestly, a number of people have gone to me like, Marcus, you need to lighten up. I'm like, not today, you know. Not today, bro.
That's not funny.
Not today. It's not funny. And they're like, I'm the weird one for it, you know. But, you know, that's part of getting older, bro. That's part of getting older.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, me. Right. So, couple of Patreon things that have come in as well, man. Lights Out said, John Anderson, the OG Gladiators referee, is still alive at 92. I hope I haven't jinxed it. Why the fuck have they not brought him back for Gladiators? I don't care. Wheel him in on oxygen, yeah? Put him on a chair. Just give him a microphone. I want... Gladiators, ready. 3, 2, 1. I want that, bruv. You can't not have the classics there, bruv.
You know they're remaking the film Gladiator.
What? With who?
I don't know, but Tom Mucci's in it.
Tom Mucci's in it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He announced it on his Instagram.
Who's he playing in it?
I don't know, but he was training in it, and you saw him training like in like gym gear, barefoot, like pretending to like use a sword and that sort of stuff.
Is he looking handy yet, or is he still need a bit of training to go?
No, it looked like it looked like
honest,
it would look like.
Because it will get there. Because respectfully, it's gonna get to the right level. But right now,
when they add the CGI and stuff, it will look sick.
When they slow it down, when slow it down, yeah.
When they add the CGI and stuff, it'll look sick. But like, look, you could. It just showed you how fake the fighting scenes are, because there's just bare guys coming up and just like he's just going, and they're all just falling from side to side. So, but yeah, they're remaking Gladiator, and I'm like, please don't be shit, please don't be shit, please don't be shit.
Oh,
you know when like you're like, that's a film that, bro, that hasn't even. That's still within living memory, like proper living memory. Why are you remaking that already? But anyway, it is what it is.
I'm really struggling with the idea of these remakes, bro. I get it, it works. Like Gladiators, I'm down for, but certain films, Gladiator is an absolute classic.
Maximus Decimus Meridius, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Father to a murdered son,
husband to a murdered wife.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, man. How do you better that? Like, I don't know how you better that, bro. But shout out to Tom, man. Shout out to Tom.
I saw that they were remaking that, and I saw a video today of Hugh Jackman training.
Is he huge jacked, man?
Well, somebody was like, "Why? I don't understand why we're telling these actors to juice up when they're just playing like comic book nerds and whatever."
Listen, yeah. Whoever said that, sit down. It's not your time to talk. Yeah, I need my superheroes looking like WWE superstars in the Attitude Era. Yeah. Juice them up.
But you see, like certain. Okay, so you know Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
In Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Look at that transformation.
Yeah, but he didn't need to be jacked.
I would ask for it. Are you trying to tell me if you had a chance to be in a Marvel film, you wouldn't ask to get fucking hench?
I get that, but...
Okay, you're playing Iron Man 2, you're playing one of the side Iron Man things, and you're just in a CGI suit all the time. Yeah, but I need a 9% body fat to do it. I think I need to just get down to that.
Can you get me some Ozempic, please?
Yeah. What's that? What's Ozempic? What's that?
Have you not seen Ozempic?
No, what's Ozempic?
So it's this drug, it's like a diabetes drug, but people in Hollywood have been using it to lose weight.
What?
It like suppresses the appetite. You should see like a picture of Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill is skinny now.
Oh, is that what he's being on, Ozempic?
It's Ozempic, but it's mad because you know, like he's that kind of skinny where there's no muscle mass either.
Oh man.
So like, you know, when you're like, why is your thigh that small?
Here, look, we're back to it again. Do it natch, man, because your body you just look better when you've lost weight properly.
Come on, my man ain't trying to hear all of that when he's like rich. Get me skinny and sexy,
Just get me skinny, bro, and chop the extra bits of fucking skin off real quick.
I don't know. Listen, man, it is up to you, but is it worth not being healthy for that? But apparently you put all the weight back on once you yo-yo back. Yeah. Like, but I don't know, man. Like, fuck it. If anybody's got any Ozempic, send it in.
Wow, that's a nice challenge. That's a Patreon. Yeah, for this Patreon video, Kae's going to do 12 weeks on Ozempic, and I'm not. I'm going to do something. I'm just getting the normal anabolics instead. Yeah, and then we'll see what works out the best.
Eventually, when this podcast makes money, we'll both go on a juicing diet for about 12 weeks and see who can put on a muscle.
If we could get the same person that does it for Hollywood, because there'll be a UK version, because they're all doing the films over here for tax breaks. Whoever you are, we'll reach out to you. And I'll do it for an experiment. I'll do it for an experiment just to show you. But I reckon you don't get the results that people think you're going to get by just taking them. You have to get busy in the gym. These guys, Chris Pratt was making like social media content about the food he eats. His cheat meal is like a little tiny bit of cake, and he's like, I'm supposed to eat this at 6 a.m. And he's like sneaking it in at 3 a.m. And he's like, that's his treat for the day or the treat for the week. They are on like similar diet to what you're on, bruv, and you're being quite good at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, today was a bit of an anomaly with that and stuff, but that was because I just felt.
I feel like the light has come back into your eyes during the recording of this podcast just from you eating that. Like I feel like you've got, like in action films, you've got stronger as the podcast has continued. You get me? One more, a quick one from Kimbo, who said, a penchant for Capri Sun is going into Kae's classic pod quotes. I think you said that in the last episode. A penchant for Capri Suns. I've not had a Capri Sun for years. I know you're into health things, but when you're like on a little break, I'd like to have some old school snacks and drinks, bruv, just to bring back the memories.
Should we do that as a video? Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, okay.
Are they as good as we remember them? Because I think I'm remembering the Capri Sun as one of the most fantastical
sugar
drinks
tax
ever.
ruined a lot of stuff.
Yes, it did. And they're just making things smaller. They're either making less sugar or just making it a smaller
Can you
thing.
get your hands on Nigerian Fanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you like one?
Well, I haven't tried it, so
Bro,
we could try it on camera.
It will be like, we need to probably make sure we put a seatbelt on the seat you're on. You'd go wild. Whee! Hey guys, yeah. Anyway, right, we're about to jump onto Patreon. If you do want to listen to another episode of this podcast, you can click More of a Clue on the Apple Podcast or click the link in the show description and join us over at Patreon. You also get all of our content early and without ads, man. Appreciate the Clueless clan who have joined us so far. We shall be doing another AMA very, very soon. Big up yourselves, stay blessed, and we'll be in your eye holes and ear holes soon. Peace.